Stadium, nestled in Bucolic State College and home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, and one of the loudest, most passionate crowds you'll find anywhere in college football. A late season top 25 matchup on hand with a couple of college football's premier teams preparing to square off. As we'll see the number 23 team in the country, the Iowa Hawkeyes, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Nittany Lions will kick it away to start. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Iowa's offense will get the first possession of the game. And all eyes on this man as he takes the field. The defense knows they're going to try to throw him the football, and it probably won't matter.
But the defense, Reese, will be locked in. He will see double coverage. They will know where he's at on every single snap, Jesse, or else you will get beat quick, fast, and in a hurry.
He's one of the few receivers in the country, guys, where if it's man coverage, he's open, zone coverage, he's open. If he's double covered, he's open. Throw that guy the ball.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Give to the single back. Bowls his way forward. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. It's complete. A huge pickup. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa! You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game and get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
From inside his own 15, looking for a crevice. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He will score! Touchdown, Penn State! Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Finds a soft spot in the middle. You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down.
Well, right away after picking up a 1st down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back, and I love the push they got up front getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
Getting some heat. And they get the sack just like that.
Man, Penn State is known for its defense, right? Tough, physical, they can stop the run, and they can get after the quarterback, and they do it from the linebacker position. You think about the legacy this school has had at that spot. This guy right here, he fits into exactly what they want a linebacker to be.
He's loose down the left side. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Hawkeye!
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here's the return from inside his 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Nittany Lions offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
He unleashes a long one. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give him a first down. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. He wants to throw, using the quick game. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Give to the running back. Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And once he got loose, it was all over. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy, he makes a big play. Yes, please.
And the extra point was good. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's looking deep. He's got it on the left. Off he goes. stop him. Touchdown, Iowa!
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25, he's brought down at the 26. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. They get to him as he throws. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Second down after that incompletion. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
You know, it's so important for corners to be able to transition, right? You got to have real loose hips. You got to be able to change direction on a dime. And in zone coverage, when you see the ball thrown, you can break on it and force incompletions like that.
Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Fires to the wideout. It's complete. Hit the afterburners, kid. The 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Penn State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Back and forth we go on these last couple of drives, David. Everybody moving the ball.
Man, these offenses are in a rhythm. Everything they're doing right now is working. A lot of scoring. This puts a lot more pressure on your offense, Palmer, when you walk on the field.
And at this point, too, David, which defense can break serve, right? Who can get a stop? That's what it feels like is going to be the determining factor in this game.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to the ground with the running back. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Gets it out quickly. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. And the Hawkeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the ground with the back. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The play action fake. Pressure coming. Oh, he needs to get rid of it. He needs to do something, and he will go down. What a terrible, terrible play and a big loss. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Flying down the left side. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Hawkeye!
How about the day for this young... It's a 4-game stretch. Nope, 4 touchdowns in 1 game. He has been the focal point of this offense, and he has not disappointed.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. You want to talk about answering each other's score. That's what we have going on right now, Jesse.
Yeah, and this offense, it's been impressive just seeing how well they...
And the ball is intercepted. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
What a nice play by the DB there. When that rain starts coming down, the ball gets a little bit heavier. The quarterback throws the ball a little bit lighter. DBs can take advantage sometimes of some underthrown balls, go out and make some big plays.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground looking for the end zone. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Iowa! Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Looking for daylight from inside his 20. Maybe if he could have eluded just 1 or 2 more guys, it would have been a big return, but they'll mark it at the 30. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Handoff to the single running back. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. He's looking to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Odo. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Open space at the 25. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. The Nittany Lions have moved it inside the 20. Trying to beat him to the corner on the right. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished it off with a 14-yard run for the score. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Now on the option. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. Third down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And he's feeling the heat, and he will go down. Final play of the first quarter, and not the way he wanted to end it. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. The Hawkeyes will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He gets a block. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Tackled, but he has a first down. And the Nittany Lions move the chains with some signature hard-nosed running.
Some Big Ten physicality, some Big Ten running the football. Gotta have it. Gotta start with that when you're in the Big Ten and when you're at Penn State.
Looking to move it through the air. Quick strike complete. Slips one guy, now he's loose. And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the first down. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. Now from inside the red zone. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Penn State! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels. All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something positive on the ground.
And I can't tell you how easy it is. When you're going to throw the ball consistently, and I know it, I'm going to pin my ears back, and I'm going to get to the quarterback. It makes life.
And he breaks into the open. Inside the 30. 10. Touchdown, Hawkeye. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And stampeding through the defense. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Looking for a productive play on first down. Throws to the tight end. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. They'll try the run. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Give him 88 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Trying to turn the corner on the right. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the chains for the first down.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge. All week long, they knew that they had to key on this guy and really try to at least limit him if they were going to win.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Less than a yard to go to pick up the first down. Power football with the run. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. Right back to the well. Plows ahead for a pickup of 4 down to the 14. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. They believe they can run right here. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
And the Nittany Lions are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now it's 2nd and goal. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
On to attempt the try. And it's perfect. They took it 64 yards right down the field and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. From inside the 10, here he comes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
They'll run the option. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. From the gun, to give, looking for room. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
I know that's not a huge game, but those run plays add up. They make you tackle the back every single play. Physically, you have to get some guy on the ground. It takes its toll throughout a 4th quarter game.
He's right on target. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the 1st as they mark it at the 32. And the Hawkeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35.
Now that's what you try to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Makes the grab down the middle. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide. He sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass. He'll take that completion.
We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the 1st half. The Hawkeyes are flying down the field. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. Got to get everybody on the same page in a hurry. On 2nd down, wants to throw. Didn't have much of a choice there but to get rid of it. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to scramble. At the 40, there he goes. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
When QBs are able to do this and just pull it down after he's sat back there in the pocket a little bit and go make plays, so frustrating for a defense. If I blitz and play man-to-man, nobody's looking at the QB, he can make a big play. If I sit back, he can still scramble, run up, and get a big play. So hard to defend this guy.
Got his man on the right.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Third and short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already 4-down territory? Looking to throw for it. Gets away. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. They'll play it safe and try for 3. Visualizing the right ball flight from 39 yards out in the right hash. It is perfect. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. He's going to bring it out from deep. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some...
He lets it fly. Brings it down on the right side. All kinds of running room. Touchdown, Penn State! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
He's got him in the flat, and he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game, but I can throw it to them. I can try to create some space out wide, dump them the football, let them make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. And the Hawkeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Got his man quickly.
And if you had any questions about this quarterback's arm talent, now you've got your answer. Wow.
Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. Trying to escape and get it himself. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
To the air on 1st down. Pocket starts to collapse. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing.
That's a good decision by the quarterback. I know that's not going to come up on the stat sheet, but you're in the pocket, nobody's open. Don't risk turning it over. Just throw it away.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to find another play.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd
throws toward the end zone. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, what a pleasure it's been to watch these two teams thus far there in Happy Valley. Toughest job inside that stadium right now might just be the scoreboard operator after all those first downs and touchdowns. Big plays have defined this one, thanks to two of the best receiving corps in all of college football. Let's see if these defenses can adjust and make the necessary chess moves. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Beaver Stadium.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Fires one high and deep. Catch inside the 25. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
And what nice play design. You get your speedster, you put him in the slot, usually get a better matchup, and then what do? You fade him towards that sideline, run a go. Nice ball thrown way out wide. He just runs underneath it, and just too much speed. Couldn't catch him. Gets in the end zone for 6.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Iowa has the ball back on offense. Line gets set, first down. The give to the back. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
Yeah, and another good run. What's new, though? I mean, this dude, 150 on the dot. That is a great day at the office. He's been really, really good all game long, and it's no secret why they continue to feature this guy in the ground game.
The Hawkeyes will have a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Well, this defense is on its heels right now, especially trying to stop the run. They're just not being physical enough. They give up another run right there for a first down. Someone's going to have to step up and make a play.
They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Here's the handoff. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. Headed to the end zone. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave them a little bit of everything on that one. Fans are bringing the noise on 1st and goal. Trying to punch it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Iowa!
And he's in for his third rushing touchdown. You college fantasy football players, that is what you want to see. +6, +6, +6. Let's go.
Worked on the touchdown. Might as well do the same thing on the two-point conversion. He gets all 8 points on that trip. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. From inside his own 15, looking for room. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Paul.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on first down. Gets it out fast. Across the 25, he's got room. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
As a defense, it's so hard covering this guy. Because of his frame, you're not really going to match up, but this guy's also got some wheels. The hard part is bringing him down after the catch. This guy's like a giant giraffe. You just line.
There's a live football. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. The offense lining up for a first down play. On the option. Quick toss. The Nittany Lions have pushed it inside the 20. On the option. He just has a nose for those little crevices to be able to find space, and he picks up the first down.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Picked up 6 on that last one, now 2nd and inches. Tries again to get it in. Touchdown, Penn State! And they take it in for 6 more points. He's going to get a property tax bill in the end zone because this guy is spending a lot of time there. He might start taking aim at some of those Nittany Lion touchdown records.
Yeah, and those are some records. I mean, you start talking about Larry Johnson, Saquon Barkley, and all the Kajana Carter going back. I mean, so many great running backs at Penn State. To be on that list, to be talked about in that vein, I think you're having yourself a day.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back and get some stops following and get you the football back.
And I think here, too, David, you have an opportunity to keep the pressure on the opponent. Yeah, they just went down and scored, but you score here, and this game's still tight. You keep their feet to the fire, so an opportunity here to keep applying that pressure.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working.
Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
Here comes the offense on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quickly complete. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. First down here for the offense. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. He's looking to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. He wants to throw. He's got his man. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. And the Hawkeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Get it out on the screen. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on first down.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
And he's going to lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found. Ball's at the 26. It's third and short, and they'd love to pick up the first down and avoid settling for the field goal. Trying to hit the sideline on the right. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space. They've moved it into scoring territory, first and 10 from the 11. He's got it and still on his feet. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. He's going to pass on second down. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Hawkeye! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They'll leave it with him. On the move at the 30. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
Man, he has been the definition of consistent all year long. You talk about building a team. You get a guy like this that you can hand the football. He makes play after play after play. That's why he's number 2 in college football in rushing, and that's why he's in the Heisman Trophy picture. A running back in the Heisman Trophy picture. It's kind of been a dying element. This guy's very much in the race.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. The handoff, keep working on that clock. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Right back to the well. The Nittany Lions get it past the sticks. He is torching the defense, and Nittany Lions imposing their will with the running game in big days, a la Larry Johnson or Kijana Carter.
And what does that do? That puts you on the stage, the big stage, to win the big awards, the big trophies at the end of the year, to be called one of the best backs in all of college football. That's what he's chasing.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10, you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. The give to the tailback. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. He'll set up to throw. Good timing on the quick out. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. A great chance to put this game away with a score here on 1st and goal. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State! With that last score, things comfortable here in the 4th as they are headed to a 7-1 record. You know, the way he's going has me churning through the old memory bank here for the single-game touchdown record of Penn State. You know who that was?
I have no idea.
Well, everyone knows it was Harry Robb. Went to the house 6 times in 1917. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Iowa has the ball back on offense. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over, and this coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters. And maybe find something positive here late that you can build on for the weeks to come.
Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss.
At this point in the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out. And
the sack all the way back at the 5. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And that pass picked off. He'll try to take it back. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
When we get to the